Hello beautiful people, this is Steve here from BlockBoyGames, and this is Darkest Dungeon.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hello. Darkest Dungeon is apparently about making the most of a bad situation. Quests will fail or must be abandoned. Heroes will die. No, they won't, or they were never heroes. And when they die, they stay dead. Lousy heroes. Real heroes don't stay dead. Progress auto-saves constantly, so actions are permanent. The game expects a lot out of you. How far will you push your adventurers? How much are you willing to risk in your quest to restore the hamlet? Wait, I wasn't finished reading that. I didn't do that. Anyway, people, this is Darkest Dungeon, and this is Darkest Steve from the darkest of dark BlockBoyGames. Let's get straight into a campaign. Let's delete that current save game. Get out, lousy current save game. Click the letter to begin. Which letter? Oh, that letter. I could have clicked any letter. There's 26 of them. We're going to play on intermediate difficulty because I am, at best, intermediate. Darkest Steve, let's get down to business. And let's play Darkest Dungeon. Yes, indeed. Okay, a wagon wheel. We are on our way to, well, to that hamlet place, presumably. Yes, and we've had an accident.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
The redemption. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that very much indeed. Okay, with the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone. Now this caretaker's a pretty mysterious dude. I don't exactly know who he is. You will have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, now this is me. Well, I've just designated this me. Let's click on this, and we're going to rename Dismas to Stevemas. and 00 is because I start the game within week 0. So, Stevemas. Ah, yes. That would be me. And this is Reynold. But that is a cover name, a pretend name. Her real name is Ray00, and she is actually Ray from that most recent Star Wars film. You know, the pretty girl who was the lead character in the most recent Star Wars film, Ray? Well, this is her. I'm going to make up an entire cast of characters for this game. So anyway, me and Ray are walking through a ruined woods. She is in front because I'm brave like that, and we run into a brigand. The brigand is surprised, which means I get to have all my turns first, and I pull out my dagger, and I stab the brigand, or, you know, slash the brigand. And the brigand is now bleeding. You can see half his hit points are gone, and now Ray, like a Jedi, kills the brigand. And we find 500 gold on the brigand. This is very, very good. Me and Ray proceed further into the forest and find a tent. A tent. What's in the tent, I hear you ask? Ray looks in the tent because she's brave like that. Ah, yes, we found... Well, I'm going to assume it's jade, but it could be a tumor. It could be a tumor. It's not a tumor. Alright, fine, it's not a tumor. Anyway, and now we head into this very safe-looking passageway. And, see, I told you it was safe. Now we're fighting a big dude and a little dude. And because they're surprised to see us as well, I know everyone's surprised to see us, I am going to use... What am I going to use? I'm going to use my tracking shot, which buffs my damage for the rest of the level. And we're just going to shoot you and do you no damage at all. Good job. Ray, I suggest you stun him. A lot like that. Oh, he resisted the stun. Oh, that's bad. And now Snipey McSniperson hiding down the back of the fight. Oh, ow. Oh, and it was a critical hit as well. And it knocked Ray backwards, and now I'm in front. I do not approve. Alright, fine. Let's just kill the big guy. Kill the big guy right now. Right now. Die, big guy. I have a Jedi with me, so you have no hope. See, we dodge like Jedis. Now that Ray is going to smack you like that. Ah, like that. And he's going to bleed out, maybe. No, don't. No. I'm not into punishment. Don't whip me, you deviant. Don't whip me at all. Okay, there. Take that. Take that. How many hit points have you got? Oh, 3. 3 hit points. No. Put the blunderbuss away. It could be a flute, alright? It could be a flute. Alright, fine. Now, see the big guy's gone? Now Ray can lay into him with her sword, because swords can generally only reach the first 2 slots. Spaces. Oh, crit! I hit you with a crit. I hit you with a crit. It was pretty lit. Indeed it was. Quest complete. Now that was only a short quest. Now we can continue adventuring, but there's nowhere else. Sorry, my throat. Nowhere else to adventure to. This chest has a lock on it, so if I open it, it's trapped. So normally I'd open chests, you know, because I like chests very much. But we're done. And we have made our way successfully through the forest. We found some stuff. We found some other stuff. And we found more stuff. Those heirlooms allow you to upgrade buildings. I'll explain that as we go. Now, at the end of each mission, you get perks. Good or bad perks, depending on your morale and other factors. Ah, and Ray got a good perk. So she does 10% accuracy and gets 3% critical chance versus Eldritch monsters. Now, Eldritch are like spellcasters and stuff. And I get deviant taste, which means I'm not allowed to visit the brothel for reasons best left to discretion. What kind of man am I? What kind of man am I? Okay, and I hate mankind, so I get 15% damage versus human enemies, and I 15% get less stressed against humans. That was not a great graphical sentence. Not graphical, you know what I mean. Punctuational. Punctuational is not a word. But now we're going to go to town. We're gonna go to town. Ah, yes, we are gonna paint the town red. Okay, this just tells us details. We're not gonna worry about that because we're focused on the storyline. Now, each week, new heroes rock up. New idiots longing for lusting for quests and our adventures. Now, these two are our first couple of idiots. Yeah, idiots. Because not only a foolhardy fool would go on an adventure with me. So, but we have to take them because they're the only adventurers we have available to us. We're going to upgrade the stagecoach. If you upgrade this, it means each week 3 heroes turn up instead of 2. And that's better because in the early part of the game you need lots of heroes. So, that's all we're going to do there. Now, this guy, he may look like his name is Betil, or some very Frenchish sounding name, but he is in fact Dr. Beak, the very famous Dr. Beak. Dr. Beak, yeah, Dr. Beak. And he is a plague doctor. No prizes for guessing why his name is Dr. Beak. I will leave that to your imagination. Now, this lady here, her name is Ormond, and her real name is Mrs. Beak. Mrs. Beak exposed. Now, the 01 just means I hired them on the first week. I like to do that to keep track of my heroes, where and when they entered into my life. And I love keeping track of when people enter into my life. Now, Mrs. Beak, like myself, is not allowed to visit the brothel. Presumably me and Mrs. Beak, we once visited a brothel together, and let's just say it didn't end well. It didn't end well at all. Yes. And she has a fear of man, which means she takes 15% more stress, and she loses accuracy because she gets nervous around other people. A lot like myself. So anyway, me and Ray from Star Wars, we're actually together. And Mrs. Beak and Dr. Beak are obviously together, so we're about to go on a big double date. Oh yes. So, Dr. Beak at the back because he's really a bit of a coward. And Mrs. Beak in the 3rd position. I like Mrs. Beak in the 3rd position. So this tells you here Mrs. Beak is not very good in 1st or 2nd position, which is where you want your tanks and your fighters. Your ranged guys you want down the back. So she's better in 3rd or 4th position. These are her spells. Later on in the game you can unlock new ones, etc, etc. But I won't bore you with all the details. We're just going to go and embark on a quest. Wait. Oh yeah. Whoa! Crap! Oh man, I've just made a terrible mistake. We didn't take any food at all, and oh man, that was very silly. Okay, fine. I didn't take any food, I didn't take any items. We're going to have to abandon the quest and suffer the stress penalty. Oh man, this is a very bad start, but okay, next. Okay, only moderate stress penalties, that's okay, return to town. Very silly of me. Well, now let's all go to the brothel and get hammered and get thrown out like we did last time. Alright, but this time we'll have some... Oh, wait. Okay, we abandoned the quest, so apparently things don't advance. Now this time we're going to advance again, and we're going to provision ourselves properly. Take all of the food, or we're going to take 12 food, and 3 shovels, and no, we're only going to take 2 anti-poison remedies, and 6 bandages, and a couple of medicinal herbs, 3 keys, a couple of holy water, and we're going to get straight down to business now. Thank you for your patience. The 4 of us, we are double dating in some ruins. It's like when you were young teenagers and you'd go on dates with groups of friends into like a cemetery or something, a graveyard, and you'd get pretend scared and do all those kind of things. Now, Ray is in 1st position because I like Ray in 1st position. Me and Ray, we got a thing. I'm following close behind. Mrs. Beak is in 3rd position, and Dr. Beak, who likes to do mysterious things with his beak, let me tell ya, is in 4th position. Now, Ray, what do you say?
I'm very excited.
Oh, Ray is very excited. Okay, now we walk down this passageway you can see here to get to the first room. We dim the lights because well, everything is much worse in the dark. Yeah, I know, right? That's what she said. But you get much better loot in the dark. So not only would you get a torch, we got some extra loot as well. So, what do you say, Ray?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Ray's voice doesn't really sound like that. But, okay, we've come across 2 skeletons. 1 skeleton, And the first turn is based on your relative speed and dice rolls. So apparently Mrs. Beak is the fastest. And because no one's damaged, Mrs. Beak is going to stun one of the skeletons, a lot like that. And now that skeleton is stunned, but Mrs. Beak is so awesome, when she stuns things, she turns on a bit of light. And I am just gonna kill one of the skeletons. Now there's only one skeleton. Now skeletons don't bleed very easily. Dr. Beak can't do anything except heal himself, but he's got no damaged hit points, so Mr. Beak can't do anything. Thanks, Mr. Beak, for nothing. Just leave it up to Ray to do all the damage. Ray is a Jedi, and we're all hiding behind the Jedi. Hiding behind the Jedi. Okay, and a long-forgotten strongbox sits on the cold stone floor. Its contents unknown. Not for long. The contents are yours. And we're going to take all of them. Some heirlooms, some jewels, which we get for money. Now, onwards. And everything's gone dark. A crude jumble of stones and debris blocks the path. Now, you have to dig it out with a shovel. If you don't dig it out with a shovel, you take stress damage. You see these boxes down here? That's stress damage. When those boxes fill up and you get to like 100 here, it means you start to do erratic things, you start to lose control, you can potentially even attack your own teammates, bad stuff happens. So you want to keep your stress levels down. And this guy here deals stress. You can see my stress levels have just gone up. Now what Dr. Beak is going to do is throw a plague grenade, which does damage over time to Captain Ugly over here. Yes, now Captain Ugly is a female, so Captain Uglyette? I don't know. Come on, shut up. Let's talk more hitting things. So, I'm going to take a pistol shot at Captain Uglyette, a lot like that. Shoot her right between the breasts. Just, no! I was talking about boobies. Don't hit Mrs. Beak. Mrs. Beak is going to... See, Mrs. Beak is going to stun you. A lot like that. You're stunned. I know. Stunned that we have a Jedi in the party. Wow. And Ray really is my best damage dealer, like a true Jedi.
Use the Force.
Okay, Ray. Now you might as well heal your lovely wife like that.
I need sexual healing.
Okay, now let's open this guy's vein. This guy doesn't have any veins, so we didn't do a lot of damage, and they also resist bleeding. Oh! And when they do crits, we all take stress, which is crap, really, so I'm gonna heal you a lot like that. Our stress levels are really too high. I really messed up. Just give you a beating. Oh, thank God we brought a Jedi. Luke Skywalker would be proud. Okay, now we found some more jewels. No. Turn the lights out. Yes. We're on one of those double dates, you know what I'm saying? Now we're in an empty room. Onwards to the next room. The goal here is to explore 90% of rooms. I don't know why they don't make it 100% of rooms. I suppose it allows you to bypass a really hard room. No, Dr. Beak. Now, sometimes if your characters have negative quirks, they will be unable to contain themselves and break into random things. In that case, it was just fine, but sometimes there are things that are trapped. Like this crate is trapped. And we got caught off guard, so that means that the order of our party is alternated, which is actually pretty bad. So Dr. Beak is going to throw a plague grenade. Oh, a critical plague grenade. Nice, so I get some stress relief. Now, I am going to... Yeah, we really need to get rid of the stress dude. So we're going to shoot at the stress dude. And that particular tracking shot buffs me for the rest of the... No! Actually, that's great. This guy pulls Ray back to the front. Oh, that's not great at all. Not great at all. Ow! And takes a debuff. Extra stress for the next 10 rounds. You know what? Let's just... beat... Wow! Mrs. Beak! You hit hard! Oh yeah. Now it's time for Ray. 4 damage per round. And this sexy, not sexy lady has 5 hit points. So we'll just finish her off like that. Now no more stress for me. And I get a bit of debuff stress. Now this big ugly fella who thinks he's Wolverine. Oh well, Dr. Beak can't do anything. So Dr. Beak is just going to slightly heal Mrs. Beak a lot like that. Oh yeah, I need sexual healing. I need beak-related healing, you might say. Now, oh wow, I didn't know I could hit like that. Very manly, Stevie, very manly indeed. Now let's take all of this. Now those heirlooms allow you to upgrade your buildings, and you really need to upgrade your buildings. So, let's open this. Now, we can use this key here to open this. If you don't use a key, it's trapped and you take damage, which is why it's bad when, like, Dr. Beak gets all compulsive. Now, Dr. Beak, he's a perfectly normal-looking guy. Can't see what's wrong with Dr. Beak. Can't see what's wrong with him at all, like randomly opening crates. You're gonna get me in trouble, Dr. Beak. You stay at the back there and do his freaking... Oh! Ray is a Jedi. Did you see how Ray dodged that random trap? Nice dodging. You are a Jedi. Use the Force. Use the Force. And did you know Ray is blindfolded under that metal helm? Ah, yes. Now we're going to go to this room here because I like to do all of the rooms. Wait, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm going to re-alternate. Shouldn't have re-alternated. Oh, re-alternated is not a word, but that's okay. Hey, Ray wants to go meditate on Jedi things. Hashtag Jedi things. I just want to murder things. Mrs. Beak wants to go home and have sexy time with Mr. Beak. Now these guys here with their crossbows, they're really nasty when they hide down the back. If you can drag them forwards, they become useless. They can only do a little bayonet poke, but down the back they're pretty lethal indeed. So we're going to try and take him out as fast as possible. We failed to do so. Okay, hang on. 4 damage per round, and he's still got 6 hit points. So let's stun you. No, don't dodge the stun. No! No, this is gonna hurt. Oh, I dodged it! Yes, I am the win. Look at me, Ray. I bet you are proud of me. Ah, yes, give us a kiss. Ah, it's awesome dating a Jedi. Now, this guy's gonna die in the next turn because of the damage over time blight. Now, so we're just gonna smack you. Smack you a lot like that. Oh, you didn't die. Ow, no, don't hit me with your rusty sword. I can catch tetanus and or die. Ew. Oh, okay, fine. Alright, Dr. Beak can't do anything, so Dr. Beak's just going to heal all the people, and he's biased towards his wife. I mean, I would be too, you know, so let's take out... Actually, let's just damage you. 4 hit points. I am disappointed. Now you die. No. I was meant to have a turn before you. Oh, you suck. Alright, fine. Let's heal myself, because Mrs. Beak, she loves healing herself. Now let's take out these 2 guys. That is, I don't know, he's reading them Bible verses or something and they take damage from that. Ow! God damn it, and they're both nearly dead. And also, I'm nearly dead. Oh yeah, do a crit when it doesn't matter. Good job, me. Good frickin' job. Now let's take all of the things. And now what I'm gonna do is... I'm really low on health, so I'm gonna eat some food. And Mrs. Beak is gonna grab herself some holy water and pour it into that altar there. And what happens? She gets healed and she gets a stress buff, debuff, whatever. Okay, back to the next room. We're gonna march back to here. Ray is a Jedi. Better not get a copyright strike for that. And I am a highwayman. Ah, yes, I like to be a man on the highways. And Mrs. Beak?
Oh, Mrs. Beak. Oh, I love how you use your beak, Mr. Beak.
Thank you, Mrs. Beak. Wait, what? No, I'm not having an affair with Mrs. Beak. I am... me and Ray, we got a thing. We're really loyal to each other. We love each other very deeply. No, Ray! No! God damn it, Ray! Now, Ray has the kleptomaniac perk, and I use the term loosely, which means she will randomly just steal stuff. And she stole a lot of valuable stuff. Ray, you are a freaking gold digger, and I am not impressed. Yeah, me and Ray, we're having marital problems right now. She keeps stealing stuff. Quest complete, my butt. We are going to go on and we are going to do the final battle. To final battles in the final room. Oh, my throat. My throat is terrible today. So anyway, we've got to dig through the rubble. And we're going to dig through the rubble a lot like that. Da-da-da, rubble dig. Let's get down dirty in the rubble. Oh, yes. Now, this time we have this guy who is a dedicated stress dealer. And he's ugly. He does 5 damage to me and 20 points of stress, which is really, really ugly. So we need to kill him. We need to kill him really quick. A lot like that. Boom! Yes, suck my musket. Oh yes, suck my musket. No. Ow! And now I'm at death's door, which means I could die. That's really bad, actually. So what I need to do is, Ray, you really need to kill someone here. A lot like that. Now, I need to not die. I need to not die. Let's heal me. 1 hit point of damage. Okay, you have a turn. You can heal me as well. 5 hit points of healing. That'll keep me alive. No. God damn it. Oh, man. Oh, this is crap. Alright, fine. You. Stun you. You're stunned. No. Stun you. Okay, fine, you're stunned at least. Now let's take this opportunity to grievously wound some foos. Okay, let's hit you. A lot like that. And now let's do this double damage thing, which hopefully will kill... Oh, it didn't kill him. Oh, god damn it. And now they're both back to having their... No! Oh, I dodged it! Oh, yes. Now, if you take damage while in this death state, there's a dice roll and you could die. Although I think I've got like a 75% chance to survive, but it's not great. So, actually, let's kill you. Now, you are going to heal me. Oh, critical heal! 2 hit points, double healing. Double healing, and I'm feeling all of your sexual healing belong to us. Now you, fine, let's just heal the whole party. 1 hit point of damage healed for the whole party. Yeah, and now you, smack that foo. Smack that foo like that. I love smacking foos. Now we're going to take all of that. We're going to unlock this. Wait, before we do that, we're going to make sure it's pitch black because you get better loot in the dark. Oh, yes. Now, take all of that. We're going to... what are we going to dump? We're going to dump that because we don't need it anymore because we're done. And we're going to take those extra heirlooms. And we have completed this quest. Oh, completed a quest. Yes, now, next. So anyway, we got stuff. We got more stuff. So we made 7,000 gold, plus 3,000 gold for the quest, plus some heirlooms, plus a common buff stone which you can carry with you, and it does, well, it increases your chance to stun, but it decreases your dodge. So I'm not going to use it that much. Heirlooms there. Let's get on with it. Now, at the end of each mission, you get... I'm going to get bad perks because my stress was really high. Oh, wow. -1 speed. That sucks. Ray, you're in danger of getting thrown out of Jedi school if you keep getting perks like that. And you are manic for money, which means you're just going to randomly open bad things when we're on quests. Let's return to town. Let's return to town. And guys, this is nearly half an hour video. I didn't intend for it to be this long, but thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you're going to enjoy this series. Thank you, and this is Steve from BlockBoyGames. I really appreciate your support. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.